everybody. I'm Tanya Morgan, and I am co producing tonight's show, The Ticket, with LaTice's 201 Stand Up graduation class. Yes, give it up. Woo! Yes, I'm so excited to be here. I never thought that I'd be co producing a comedy show, but this is pretty amazing. You're all in for a treat tonight, okay? There's just a little bit of business that we have to go over before we can start the show. First thing was to welcome you all here tonight. Again, I appreciate you. I'm glad that you're here. Number two, be kind. Treat people the way that you want to be treated. There will be no heckling of any kind. Off mic made the mistake of putting me in charge of the mute button, and I will use it. Okay? So
Yes.
so there will be none of that. But I do want to hear you. I want to hear you clapping. I want to hear you laughing. I want to hear you enjoying yourself. What I don't want to hear is you doing dishes, vacuuming, cleaning, cursing out your spouse, or throwing F words at the youngins. All you got to do is put yourself on mute, crank up the volume so you don't miss anything. The next thing is just have fun, okay? Um, the next I want to say is about the school. Off Mic Comedy School started as a morsel of an idea between Sam Cap, Christine Olives, and Paulie Reese, and they turned it into a full-blown comedy program online. I've taken most of the workshops, and I'm already signed up for LaTice's 201 class in January. I signed up a while ago, so y'all better go ahead, get on there. If you've already done 101, hop on 201. LaTice is such an amazing stand-up comedian. But you know what? Let me get back to that. I done skipped over the school part. Let me go back. Hold on. I'll get to LaTice in a minute. There's stand up for adults. If you are just starting out and you want to try something new, Stand Up 101 is perfect for that. Also, there's improv. If you're kind of shy and you want to break out of that shell, improv and stand up is perfect for you. There's comedy classes for our youngins. Right now, there is not much for them to do. Get them kids up, get them on a Zoom comedy. Yeah, look at Jay, pump it up. Jay, yes, Jay is
Tell
teaching
them
our
to Jay.
Bring
Jay,
me the youth.
yes,
Do
bring him
you
your
see
youth.
this expensive, luxurious fur coat? Do you want your children to grow up and afford luxury items such as this? It all starts with a great foundation in improv.
Yes,
Sign them
amen,
up.
We're matching. Look,
amen.
mine is red though. I have one of the soft
It's a
sweater.
theme.
Woo.
Yes, come on. Synchronization.
Yes.
Also, if
That's a
you
big word, and kids will learn that from me. Big words too.
do I,
Sorry, I'm muting.
I'm about. Do I have to use my mute powers? Do I have to? Do I? Okay. All right. And listen, if you've been in the game for a while, you've done stand up 101, 201, and you just want to dust some things off or just make some things better. There's workshops. There's crowd work. There's stand up, roast and toast, dark comedy workshops. Like I said, I've taken most of them and they are fantastic. Check out offmiccomedyschool.com to find out more information and to sign up for a class. All right, now back to LaTice. LaTice is going to be our host for tonight. As I said, she is a remarkable stand-up comedian. I would know. I took her 101 class not too long ago, and she was so warm and engaging. She is so knowledgeable and has years and years of experience. Starting way back in 2009, she was on ABC's The View, the World Series of Comedy in Las Vegas, Comedy Stars of Tomorrow, where she performed at Valley Forge Casino in Pennsylvania. I'm here to tell you, LaTice helped me develop a 5-minute set, and I never thought that I would be able to get up in front of a bunch of people and tell jokes. So if that's what you're looking to do, LaTice is your comedian. So enough from me. I'm gonna shut up now, and I'm gonna bring LaTice out. Everybody, unmute yourselves. I want to hear you applaud, whoop whoop, whatever you got. Yes, yes. All
Wow.
right.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, I love this. Hello. Are y'all ready for some comedy?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
And so
yes.
I don't believe you. That wasn't loud enough. Are y'all ready?
Yes.
Yeah, that's more like it. Okay. All right. Love seeing the faces. Love hearing the sound because we as performers, we need that energy. So we can't be with y'all in the same room, but we are feeling the love. So thank y'all for coming out. I just wanted to say a few things up top, warm it up a little bit for these amazing comedians, because each and every one of them worked so hard over the last 6 weeks. And I have to tell y'all, it was a joy getting to know them. And I'm super excited to see everyone's reaction to their sets tonight. And I'm super excited for each and every one of them. So, but yeah, what can I say? I love teaching comedy. I love performing comedy. It's in my blood. That's just me personally. And I enjoy spreading the knowledge that I know, that I've acquired, because we all know sharing is caring, right? Yeah. So, real quick, I don't know. I'm looking around. Any married people out there in the Zoom? Yeah. Tanya, I know you're married. You're happy. I already know your answer. She's showing off like, woohoo, yeah. I don't care about your happiness, girl. These are all jokes. These are all jokes. I do feel like you can be happy in a marriage, but I feel like happily married is an oxymoron. Y'all feel me on that? I might disagree. It's okay. It could be for one of two reasons, right? Either you're very happy in your marriage or relationship, like Tanya. Congratulations. Or you're not quite sure what an oxymoron is. I'm going to go with the latter. Oh my gosh. So yes, I am married. I'm sure y'all can tell by the despair in my eyes. Can you tell that I'm dying inside? Slowly, every day. This is 17 years in the making, y'all. So this is what you have to look forward to. What's interesting is with this shutdown of the pandemic, a lot of relationships have been tested. Notice that either you're hearing a lot of people are getting divorced, or all these proposals are coming up and people are getting engaged. That's how you know it's true love, right? True love. And every time I see that someone else got engaged, I was like, sucker. Good luck. Good luck. Marriage is definitely a test. It's a test. Constantly you're tested. I just feel like, once I finally am done with this first marriage and maybe move on to a second, I have a wish list. I do. I have a wish list. Number one, communication is key. Would you agree?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Communication is paramount. You have to actually like talking to the person, don't you think? You have to want to talk to them, right? That communication is number one. Number two, I just want them to worship me. That's the extent of the list. So as long as they can follow those two things, I think my next husband should be fine. So I'm not gonna do too much more, but I will say this because I really want to get this started, and you're gonna see more of me later. And I'm gonna be popping up obviously to introduce the next comedian. So I will say this. I don't want y'all to get the wrong idea. Like I believe in love. I believe you can find your soulmate. That person is out there for you. I just realized I found my cellmate. Going to bed, y'all. Yeah. Possible chance of parole. This is what. All right, so are y'all ready for some more laughing, some more show?
Yeah.
Get hype. I'm excited. Okay, like I said, these people are amazing, and they've worked so hard, and so I am excited to just get this rolling. So, next comedian coming to the stage, part of my 201 stand-up. Please start clapping up now for Danny Ryder.
Thank you very much. Give it up again for LaTice, guys.
All right.
Been an amazing teacher as well as an amazing comedian. Thank you very much. So I just came from an AA meeting, That's what I call putting fresh batteries in my vibrator. Seriously though, I am sober. I am in recovery. I've been about a little over a year. Yeah, thanks. It sucks though. But I don't like the term recovering alcoholic. I prefer the politically correct and nicer term inactive lush. And God damn it, this has been fucking tough. Because for the last 9 months, I have gotten to watch all of you discover the joys of day drinking. So you can stop fucking judging me for it. When I did it, it was a problem. No, I was just ahead of my time. Day drinking before there was a universal excuse to do it. Although I don't know, following any presidential election might be a universal excuse to do it. I actually kind of miss. I'm glad the election is over, and from Philadelphia, you're fucking welcome, by the way. But
yes,
so glad it's
thank
over.
you.
But I miss watching the debates because that is funny as shit. That VP debate between Mike Pence and Kamala Harris. Oh, poor Mike Pence. Do you think it was hard for him to have to ask a woman if he could finish? Over and over again. And why did he make a stink about them putting up plexiglass between him and Kamala Harris after insisting that they have separate water fountains? So I didn't give in, no day drinking. But even during the before times, I never went to AA meetings like in person. It just wasn't for me. I tried, and it's okay. If you have never been to an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting, it is basically a room full of people all sitting around taking turns trying to one-up each other by telling the craziest story that they have about something stupid they did while they were drunk. So in essence, an AA meeting is a giant game of never have I ever with no fucking alcohol. Like, instead of shots, you get coffee, cigarettes, and tears. And the worst part is, like, I can't even compete because all my stories are fun. Most of my drunk stories end with me waking up next to a beautiful woman.
Yes.
And a beautiful man. And a martini that drunk me so thoughtfully made for morning me. Although there is that one story that ends with, "Not my fault, he said he was 18. Stuff like that doesn't seem to happen anymore since I've been sober. Although I think that has less to do with being sober and more to do with being married. Probably. But anyway, you know who else is a fucking alcoholic? Literally every Disney princess. I mean, all of them had some shit going on. Like, okay, so think about Ariel, remember the Little Mermaid? Do you guys remember the Little Mermaid was a hoarder? She had a cave of shit under the sea that reminded her of the guy she had a crush on. Like, hoarded all his trash. And then, of course, she becomes human and marries him, but I don't think the problem, like, got any better. I think Ariel, like, okay, hear me out, right? So Ariel suddenly now has legs, right? So that means she's also got a clit now. Well, actually, I think she always did. I think, like, the mermaid clit is probably just, it's like under scale, or it's right there. But now there's no scale there now, and Ariel's just like, oh shit. So there's no way that there's not a room in Prince Eric's castle where she is just hoarding her vibrators. and singing about it. Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Eric thinks this one massages my feet. I've got rabbits and dildos aplenty. I've got bullets and rockets galore. You want Hitachi wands? I've got 20. I break those out when Snow White and Rapunzel come over to talk about our mommy issues and sip rosé. Yes, and Snow White, oh my God, like after what she went through, like if you were to rewatch a Disney movie from like the 90s or earlier as an adult, your adult brain processes it differently than your child brain, right? Which is entertained. But your adult brain is just wondering which princess is going to have which PTSD symptom in her 30s. Snow White's only mother figure resorted to murder for hire. I mean, after that, there is no way Snow White is not somewhere right now just cutting herself, crying out for parental approval, and shit-faced on Angry Orchard. And Cinderella, for fuck's sake, that poor girl did not need a man. She did not need a fairy godmother. She needed child protective services. Shit. Sure, they're all fucking alcoholics. The day I knew that I had to quit drinking was a day that I woke up and, well, as per usual, made myself my morning beverage, which for the long time, my favorite was a Kentucky coffee. If you don't know the recipe, it's simple. It's a bottle of Maker's Mark with a bendy straw in it. And my liver yelled at me. My liver was just like, not today. Like, I do things besides process alcohol, right? I have a day job. I have a wife and kidneys to support. I don't have the extra time to metabolize your breakfast whiskey. But you know what, though? My liver's a badass. Like, it has handled so much that I have thrown at it over the last 13 years and handled it all like a fucking champ. I swear to God, my liver is the reincarnation of the liver of Winston Churchill. I hope that my liver is hanging out, enjoying its early retirement now, well-deserved early retirement. Oh, and it probably has some great stories to tell, the ones that maybe didn't stay in my brain. I hope my liver's having a great time just crushing a game of Never Have I Ever with my spleen. So, everybody, thank you so much. And just remember, please be good to each other and help end the suffering of immigrant women in America and send Melania Trump a vibrator. I'm Danny Rydell. Thanks, everybody.
Yes. Give it up for Danny Rydell.
Nice.
Yes. Oh my gosh, so freaking funny, yo. All right, well, we're gonna keep it rolling. I don't want to break this momentum. Everybody having a good time?
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Coming up next, and it's so funny because when I see each of their names, something always pops into my head immediately about this young man, and all I can say is hilarious Zoom teacher. That's all I'm gonna say. You'll figure out the rest when you hear his set. Start clapping up now for Taylor Bernstein. Yes.
How's it going, guys? I'm Taylor Bernstein. Danny, you were talking about The Little Mermaid and how hard it was to probably find her clit. I totally understand that. I can't even find a human's clit. Anyways, they say, for those who can't do, teach, which is why I teach sex ed. I also teach physical education. I teach online. And if you're wondering how that works out, I would say it works out about as much as the average sized kid in my physical education class. And like kids, they're not into it at all. And understandably, I spent half the time just trying to get these kids to turn their cameras on. And I spent half the time trying to get the parents off of my back. Like this one time I got an email. I got an email from one of the parents and it said, please do not turn my child on. We do not give you permission to do so. And I'm like freaking out because like that's a bold accusation for a guy who likes children about as much as Hitler loved my grandparents. But what really got me going was like the fact that underneath this sentiment was a note that said, I will also be contacting the administration if you don't give my child an A because he deserves it. So I like that bothers me because like first of all, like obviously not trying to turn children on, and secondly, I'm not going to give your child an A if he doesn't deserve it. So I sent an email to my principal and I said, what is up with this email? And my principal goes, don't worry about the first part. You know, English isn't her first language, so it was obviously a mistake. So I said, what's her first language, this parent? Is her first language Karen? It's not just the parents, you know, it's the kids too. They keep emailing me about the grades, it's making me nuts. It's the class is the semester is almost done, so like all these kids are trying to get their grades raised. I keep getting emails. I got an email from this kid Billy. He goes like, "Why do my grades suck?" And I said, "I don't know, Billy. Like, why did my ex-girlfriend suck off my best friend while we were dating?" You know, maybe we both should have put in a little bit more effort because it wouldn't have happened. So, don't you think? So, I don't know. Like, usually the kids, they're like asleep during my class. You know, which is kind of nice. But when they're awake, they usually like to like disrupt my class. Like one time, some kid, he turned on his mic just to fuck with me. He goes, "I gotta take a shit," as loud as he could into the mic. I'm like. And like he knew his mic was on. Like, come on, Esteban. Like, are you really gonna shout obscenities in the camera while there's other people in this class that are trying to sleep? It's so disrespectful. Like I got fed up one time, and basically, you know, this is terrible. I told everybody, I was like, you guys are not gonna amount to anything in life, which again is terrible, but it's kind of funny because like, you know, I'm a gym teacher. It could be worse, I guess. I had a buddy, he taught physical education at an all-boys school, and he accidentally shared porn on his screen. And like, that's terrible, right? I said, bro, like, what do you like this? You can't be doing this. Like, you teach in an all boys middle school. What are you gonna do when like a parent walks in and they see a kid jerking off to your screen? You know?
Oh no!
Yeah, I guess a lot of people they get like stressed out from like online teaching. So like every Thursday from 4 to 5, the administration will host a virtual happy hour on Zoom. But I never go because like now that I don't have to go into work, I'm happy every hour. It's like it's so easy, you know. I love the idea of teaching physical education online because like when like the kids act up, like all you got to do is like press a singular button and boom, they're muted. You know, it's great. I wish that was like real life. Like imagine if every parent was given like a TV remote that can instantly control your child. Like if your kid is doing a very super specific activity that you don't like, all you got to do is boom, you change the channel, and now like you have a great child because it's not your child anymore. I feel like parents would probably abuse that though. Like now kids are bad. Like parents will tell their children like, oh, like Santa's gonna get you coal for Christmas. And now like if you had a remote, like the parents would say if the kids are bad, they're gonna send the remotes out for repair. And like all of the kids in the Northeast area are freaking out because all of their parents have Comcast, which means they're never gonna get sent back. You know, Christmas is weird. My cousin Jennifer, she gave her child coal for Christmas one year because he kept peeing on the toilet seat. So this his name was Clarence. He was 5 years old. Like Jennifer, if you have been in any Applebee's men's bathroom within a 50-mile radius in the last 5 years, you would know that boys pee on toilet seats until they're at least the age where they know how to use their catheter. It's a poor kid, though. You know, I think more than ever, I understand why Clarence wanted Legos for Christmas. Like, you can make pretty much anything with them. That kid must have thought with a new Lego set, he could have built a new set of parents. It's got to be, like, so painful, though, like, knowing your parents gave you coal for Christmas. And, like, I know painful because I used to be a professional MMA fighter, which means I've gotten hit in the face before. And people always, they hear that and they're like, oh, like, Taylor, you've been punched. Like, you should back me up in a street fight. But what they don't understand is, like, street fights are nothing like MMA fights. Like I always tell people, like, my street fighting skills are like a 7-Eleven generic brand condom. Like, probably not your first choice of protection. I mean, I don't even know why I use that condom reference all the time. Condoms are kind of like umbrellas, you know? I don't use them. But, like, maybe I should start wearing them, you know? Because, like, I'm not a huge fan of kids. And you're probably like, you teach kids for a living. How could you not love them? And to that I say, for $50, I will love you, or for $50 an hour, I will love your kid more than your kid loves sleeping in my class. But kids are gross, you know? I work from home. So, like, the only time I take a shower is when I book comedy gigs. And this is my first gig since COVID. One time, actually, I saw a homeless man. He was passed out in his own piss in, like, a packed subway. And he was surrounded by, like, a bunch of middle school kids on, like, a field trip. Like, does anybody realize how gross that is, that there's children on this train? They need, like, a special cart for kids, like one that they sanitize twice as much as the normal subway carts. I think that would be great. Like, we have a business class, you know, why not have a cart without kids and call it a pleasure class, and then, you know, sponsor it by Trojan. So it's a great company, though. My last girlfriend, guys, she broke up with me recently. And I know what you guys are thinking, like, somebody snatched this guy up, he'd be a great father. But it's a shame, guys, because, like, I was kind of into her, like, to the point where I was going to put one of those brand name rings on her, you know, like one of those Nuva rings. Apparently, like, she's like, yeah, I'm breaking up with you because you're a hypocrite, because I always talk about how much, like, I hate kids, but she's like, you're acting like a child all the time. So all right, well, that's my time. My name's Taylor Bernstein. Thank you.
Give it up for Taylor. Yes. Hilarious. Yeah. I have no idea why you're still single, Taylor. I have no idea. It's all good. We're gonna keep it rolling. I see more faces. Shout out to Kim Walker, who's in here. She snuck in here. I did not realize she was in here. I threw you a private chat, but you didn't see it. But anyway, yes, Kim and I actually, we went to high school together, and she's amazing, and she's a mom and married. She loves her husband. Good for her. And yeah, it goes up and down. I know
it does.
Oh gosh, well, it's good to see you. Thank you.
To be here.
And Spring, what's up, Spring? I see you. Okay. All right. And I gotta say something first, because then I realized that I saw the last name Morgan. So Mr. Tim Morgan is in here. I'm assuming that is you belong to Tanya, correct?
Yeah, man, that's me right there. That's me. That's my strong bid right there.
I saw the chatter in the chat, and I'm like, oh, that's the hubby. Okay. Oh, y'all are too funny. That's cute. Thank you for supporting.
No doubt. I'm glad to be here.
Did she put you in the basement to watch the show?
Nah, I'm in the sunroom right now. I'm in the sunroom.
Okay, all right.
I'm on the west wing of the building right now. The west wing of the building.
That's right. All right, we're gonna keep this moving. I'm super excited. Next comedian coming up. Everybody get hyped. Start clapping for Chris Vasquez.
Thanks, everyone. So, yeah, I'm Chris Vasquez, and often when I tell people my last name, I'm then asked if I'm Hispanic, which I find a little rude. It's not that ethnicity always correlates with your last name. I just don't question the context of people's last names. Like, I used to have this coworker with the last name White Man. I never felt the need. I had this coworker with the last name White Man, but I never felt the need to ask him about his grandparents and how many slaves they owned. I am Hispanic. My grandfather is 100% Puerto Rican, making me roughly 25% Puerto Rican. I am a little hesitant with telling people I'm Hispanic for, as you can see, obvious reasons. I think the best way I like to tell people, though, is that I'm sort of Rican. As a Puerto Rican, I walk around every day if unsure of who I am. Do I embrace my Puerto Rican roots and get the Puerto Rican flag engraved on everything I own? Or do I embrace white culture and become a professional Yelp reviewer because everyone values the opinion of the white man? Is it bad that I do sometimes pick and choose when I say I'm Hispanic and when I say I'm white? Like, for example, when I applied to college, I said I was Hispanic. But when I applied for my student loans, I said I was white. I'm from a small rural town in Pennsylvania where the only hobbies to do there are hunting, fishing, and being racist. So growing up, I heard a lot of mediocre Hispanic racial jokes come my way. Like all the time, people used to tell me to mow their lawns for them or cut their grass. Those jokes I really didn't mind too much. I did make a lot of money over the summer mowing the lawns for racist people. I think my personal stance is that sometimes people try to discredit my Hispanicness. Like my ex-girlfriend used to say all the time that she was more Hispanic than me because she spoke Spanish and I don't. My personal take is that if I'm a Puerto Rican, that doesn't make me not a Rican. Our relationship didn't last too long. Once that ended, I found myself in this on and off camera relationship. My first friends with benefits relationship. Let me tell you, what a thrill ride. I used to dream of the day where I had a permanent spot on the back burner. It's not great being on the back burner relationship. I'm only used when I'm like the only option left and I'm like used to heat up some like tomato sauce. I'm not a can of Prego. I'm a fucking filet mignon in the cast iron.
Yes.
Honestly, though, I felt like I was kind of being used physically. To her, I was just a human dildo. Don't get me wrong. In the moment, it's a lot of fun. But afterwards, I'm just left dirty, and she's disgusted by the sight of me. Nobody wants to cuddle with the dildo after sex. Several months ago, though, she wanted to end things and told me that my services were no longer needed. Although I was unhappy, I didn't want to get fired. I'm not trying to be unemployed. In this economy? During my exit interview, she brought up that my work performance has declined recently. She said that I lose focus too easily and can't follow instructions well. I tried to bring fresh ideas to the workspace, but the boss lady just kept turning them down. I thought work performance might improve if we, it'd be more fun if we took work outside sometimes. And I thought to help improve like the efficiency of our performance, we'd buy some more equipment, but she turned that down too. I shouldn't be that upset about it. One time we were hanging out, she was talking about the list of qualities she looks for in a partner. The very first thing she said was that she doesn't date sad boys. As an insecure man who takes everything personally, got me thinking, Am I a sad boy? No. No. I can't be a sad boy. Do sad boys foreseed 30 wins when they're already full of 10? Do sad boys get high in the middle of the night because why the fuck not? Do sad boys masturbate for every restless hour he wakes up in the middle of the night? No. That is what we call a normal person self-medicating. And as we all know, sometimes you do unhealthy things to feel healthy. All right, fine. I admit it. I am a sad boy. But it's her loss. You know why? Depressed dick is the best dick.
No.
When I'm depressed, I'm fucking like I got something to prove.
Facts.
These are basketball tryouts, and I'm trying to make the roster.
Damn right. Damn right.
The last couple teams I've been on have cut me, so I'm fucking like I got a chip on my shoulder. I like to say my sex game equivalent, basketball equivalent is like the undersized like guard. I have all the talent in the world. I hustle on every play, but my physical qualities forever put me back. I like to say I'm the Nate Robinson of sex.
Damn.
I just hope for the girl I was in the Friends of Benefits with, the next guy that she's with, she has some curiosity notes behind that dick. Because behind every great dick game performance is usually a sad boy. But I'll be honest, if I'm ever unemployed and she's on the job market as well, I'd probably take the job. I've always been a money hustler. Once that ended, I decided to download some dating apps. Not a fan of dating apps. It's like the equivalent of when I overeat Chinese food and accidentally open the front camera on my phone. I am disgusted with myself. But I can't bash on dating apps too much because I met someone. It's going really well. Hanging out all the time, texting all day, made me remember what genuine human interaction was like. But when we started to get serious, I got a random text from her. She let me know that she was in an open relationship and that she's now exclusive with that person. I was blindsided. But now kind of looking back on it, there was a red flag on our very first date. On our very first date, unprompted, she brought up that she was a 10 out of 10 on the crazy scale. Two things with that. First of all, I don't get that strategy at all. When I'm on dates, I'm hiding every single toxic trait that I have. My goal is for you to fall in love with me, then reveal I'm a piece of shit. Secondly, if you say you're a 10 out of 10 on the crazy scale, I just don't believe you. If you say you're a 10 out of 10 on the crazy scale, you're actually a 20 out of 10. That got me thinking, what is someone that's a 20 out of 10 on the crazy scale capable of doing? I pictured a scenario of me waking up to breakfast in bed. As I slowly open up my eyes, I see this nice little metal tray in front of me with one of those fancy little metal lid covers that the buggers would have in those cartoons. I reach over to grab the lid, a puff of steam comes out, and as I stare through the steam, I see my main entree, my own penis. I will say though, in this scenario, my penis cooked to perfection. And the penis extraction, exquisite. Smooth like a Ken doll, baby. Women are crazy, but men are toxic. I think one of the more dominant toxic traits men have is that they always feel if they ever hooked up with a girl before, they could always get back with that girl. I was having this conversation with my friend who was trying to rekindle the flame with an ex. I asked him, what makes you think she wants to get back with you? His response, I gave her the good sex. I've heard the good sex thrown around before by some guys, and they make it seem as if it's some fancy bottle of wine that they got in Europe that they only use for special occasions. But let's be honest, that fancy bottle of wine they like to brag about is probably just the equivalent of Franzia. All right, everyone, that's all I got. Thank you so much.
Woo! Yes.
Y'all. One time for Chris Vasquez.
Yeah.
Awesome. So I'm gonna turn it over back to Tanya real quick. We have a special gift.
Yes, we do. Everybody, let me tell you, my face hurts from laughing so hard. These comedians are fantastic. Can we give it up one more time for our first three comedians? Yes, awesome. Now, we have something super special for you right now. Our musical guest, Nazeer, is going to be taking over.
Yeah.
Everybody on tonight, man.
Right?
Y'all funny. I'm a rap. I wore a gold chain just in case y'all couldn't tell I was a rap. So my first song is called "The Price Is Right."
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. If the price is right. Yeah. If the price is right. Never. If the price is right. Nigga, I was born into poverty. Me and Clee share a twin bed like we Siamese. Most nights, my cuisine, the choice was Chinese. Fried rice, fried horn, egg roll, and please don't forget my duck sauce. When I was 10, saw my first body lying on the sidewalk. Cause where I'm from, nigga, yeah, murder real. Prince fresh on the scene, no Uncle Phil. Being side at the track like it's Vaudeville. Leave your coat at home, cause we got no chill. These white folks strung out now, they list themselves. Watching from the peanut gallery, why should I help? Hollywood crack epidemic has quite well. Scarlett Johansson think this one quite well. Feed me drugs, that's what I call a marriage story. R.I.P. white America, pour out a 40. Never shot a gun in my whole life, but I kill a nigga if the price is right. Damn, shorty looking good in no joking tights. So I pay for the pussy if the price is right. Never trusted a nigga in my entire life. No telling what they do if the price is right. All I ever wanted was a simple life. Marry a bad bitch. Watch the price is right. Auntie was addicted to that crack cocaine. And my cousins had to watch. Man, I felt their pain. At night I wrestled with my demons. Vince McMahon, insomnia, the downfall of a worried man. Late at night in bed, yeah, staring at the ceiling. Fuck counting sheep, nigga, I'm trying to count millions. The realest shit I put on wax, nigga, no Brazilian. Killmonger, nigga, I'm the hero and the villain. No TV, nigga, I'm just chatting in my feelings. Architect, make the blueprint for my future chilling. I'm chilling with a bad bitch, born in 92. Built like Thelma Evans, let the good times ensue. No pants all in that honey, Winnie the Pooh. Nigga, I need all my money, give me the loot. Y'all niggas couldn't carry my goddamn shoes. I'm Bob Barker in this bitch. Y'all niggas just drew. Never shot a gun in my whole life, but I kill a nigga if the price is right. Damn, shorty looking good and no joking tights. So I paid for the pussy if the price is right. To the nigga in my entire life. No telling what they do if the price is right. All I ever wanted was a simple life. Marry a bad bitch. Watch the price is right. Yeah. Bob Barker, y'all. Bob Barker, y'all.
I knew it.
All right. This next song is more fun.
I was just saying that.
This next song is called The Burn Show, named after one of my favorite comedians. Whoa, 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 yeah, 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 yeah. She called me Daddy, Bernie Mac, I'm the pappy, huh? She called me Daddy, Bernie Mac, I'm the pappy, huh? She called me Daddy, Bernie Mac, I'm the pappy, huh? Bernie Mac, Bernie Mac, Bernie Mac, Bernie. She called me Daddy, Bernie Mac, I'm the pappy, huh? She called me Daddy, Bernie Mac, I'm the pappy, huh? She called me Daddy, Bernie Mac, I'm the pappy, huh? Bernie Mac, Bernie Mac, Bernie Mac, Black and ugly as ever. However, these hoes still down for freaking devils. Live in Broad City, feeling like I'm Beverly. Golden rule, never give a hood red cheddar. Freaking all these white girls that they forget to. Shorty getting wetter, this Seattle weather. I'm all about the Benjis, Pastor Mason better. If we freak once, then girl, we go together. Girl, I'm just playing, I'll be single forever. This economy ain't built for monogamy. Honestly, looking for a young Jen Connolly that'll ride it the way I ride the beat. Looking for a Dina Howard, I need an old freak. Type of woman that'll freak, then hold me. Used to have this girl named Summer from the OC. Bougie chick, snort coke by the OZ. OGs feel like beast mode the way I'm running game. Better believe these freak hoes know my name. Play it for life, put me in the Hall of Fame. Picture woo like Jangling, Jangling. She call me Daddy, Bernie Mac, I'm the pappy, huh? She call me Daddy, Bernie Mac, I'm the pappy, huh? She call me Daddy, Bernie Mac, I'm the pappy, huh? Bernie Mac, Bernie Mac, Bernie Mac. She call me Daddy, Bernie Mac, I'm the pappy, huh? She call me Daddy, Bernie Mac, I'm the pappy, huh? She call me Daddy, Bernie Mac, I'm the pappy, huh? Bernie Mac, Bernie Mac, Bernie Mac, Damn girl, you a cold freak. Bust it open to the white man. Bust it open to the white man. Bust it open to the white. Damn girl, you a cold freak. Bust it open to the white man. Bust it open to the white man. Bust it open to the She call me Daddy, Bernie Mac, I'm the pappy, huh? She call me Daddy, Bernie Mac, I'm the pappy, huh? She call me Daddy, Bernie Mac, I'm the pappy, huh? Bernie Mac, Bernie Mac, Bernie Mac. She call me Daddy, Bernie Mac, I'm the pappy, huh? She call me Daddy, Bernie Mac, I'm the pappy, huh? She call me Daddy, Bernie Mac, I'm the pappy, huh? Bernie Mac, Bernie Mac, Bernie Mac. Woo! Thank you. I will be back later with 2 more songs. Back to the host.
Woo!
All right. Thank you so much. Give it up one more time for Nazeer.
Hey.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Are you ready for the second half of the comedy show?
Yes.
Yo.
Yeah, we gotta keep that energy up. It's
Woo!
so early too. I don't want y'all talking about you tired. I know it feels. You look out the window, it feels like midnight, but it's only 8. Still early. All right, so let's jump right back into it. I'm excited. All right, next comedian coming up. A pleasure. Everybody's been so funny. He's not going to disappoint at all. Start clapping, start yelling. Put your hands together for Juan Lopez.
Hey.
Yeah. Oh man, the pressure's up now. She gave me that good intro. Can't fall short now. So, well, first shout out to LaTice. Off mic, Nazeer just killed it too. But I guess I'm here so I can let y'all know a little bit about me, right? I just joined the National Guard. So, I mean, let's be honest, I needed the dental anyway. So, yeah. So, I mean, like, kind of like Danny's a trailblazer, she did the whole day drinking before it was cool. My mouth did the whole social distancing before it was cool, too. So, I think about it like a college paper. There's some uppercase, some lowercase, some double spacing. It's got everything going on in there. Everything's happening at once. Yeah, so they kind of like I think they're in like a long distance relationship. They kind of just stay up dreaming about what it's like to be together. They can't just they think about when they can finally touch. They must really want to be together. Or they could really want to be apart too at the same time. 'Cause they probably spent way too much time when they was kids. But then when they grew up, they just took separate paths in life. They never linked back up, man. I promise. I mean,
Cheers.
I mean, everybody I know, especially like my age or older, nobody ever says anything about it, like about my teeth. But only people that bully me is like the 10-year-old kids. Those are the bad ones, man. Those are bad
Oh my
kids.
God, the kids.
Yes, brutal. Kids are brutal. I was playing basketball not too long ago, and one of the kids called me out, told me, "Come stick him," because he's gonna cross me over so bad, my teeth was gonna close back up again. And, looking for somebody to do the ortho, so I ran over there like, "Come on, let's get it done. If it's gonna save me money, I'll get it done." But even in middle school. Yup, little bastards. Even in middle school, there was one little girl. She had a stutter, but she was always trying to like make jokes on everybody. She said, "Do you floss with a mattress?" Trying to be funny in front of everybody. And, do you always take 10 minutes to spit a sentence out? And never said anything to me again. I'll tell you that. She didn't like that. She didn't like that. But I mean, I joined the National Guard because I thought I was going to get a firefighter job. Didn't happen, but it was too late. I already signed up. But after signing up, I learned I was out of shape, man, because they made us go to our first drill and they made us do a physical evaluation. I'm not going to lie. It's the first time I was hoping and praying this is going to be a written exam. Like, please give me something else. I was kind of hoping they give you like a test, like if one does 50 push-ups in 60 seconds, how long will it take them to recover? Damn, let me tell you, it didn't go like that at all. I did like 22 push-ups in 2 minutes, and I just had a really disappointed drill sergeant. He's mad about that. But I come from a really big family. Like my mom by herself has 5 kids. It's 5 of us running around here. But the thing, everybody has a different dad. None of us have the same dad. So when I was younger, I had more stepdads than underwear. I got a lot of underwear. I got a whole lot of underwear. Not too long ago, I was scrolling through Facebook, and it's like ads came up that they're doing Family Feud here in Philly, so they're looking for Philly families. And I'm trying to get everybody on board. The only problem we have with that is too many of us got a different name, and I know they're not gonna come out like the Perez, Lopez, Rodriguez, Vasquez, Colon family. I know they're gonna make us. I know we can't use that many names. They'll give us one. And most they'll do, they give us one hyphen and we can use 2 names. That's it. They're not gonna spit out all 10. That's the whole episode, man. Too much. Yeah, and I bet like Steve Harvey comes out. They do the little interviews in the beginning of the episode. Come out like, Miss Glory, I heard you got 5 baby daddies. And my mom, the way she is, she'd be like, yeah, it's just so everybody has their own dad. They don't have anything to fight over. Like some crazy reason like that. And Steve Harvey whenever he hears some silly ass shit on Family Feud, he always make that same face like. But I mean, when I was younger, you kind of learned stuff growing up. Like I learned that a Puerto Rican mom will make the best alarm clock. Because you tell her you got to be up by 8. She'll wake you up at 7:15, but she'll tell you it's 8:30, and you usually sleep like, and she just goes boom, 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 wake up, and you're like this. What happened? It's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I told you. You told me 8 o'clock is 8:30. You got to get up. You got to get dressed. You are already late right now. And you hurry up. You gotta like run to the bathroom, get yourself all up, brush your teeth, do all this stuff. You get in the bed. You go. You pick up your phone. You look at the time. It's only 7:15. You got like an hour, 15 minutes left. You just sitting on the bed pissed off because you just rushed. Now you wide awake. And you got all this extra time. Ain't nothing to do. But I mean, Lord forbid you fall back to sleep, man. You better stay up for that hour and 15. Because if you fall asleep and she come in and catch you asleep, She coming in pots and pans. Boom, boom, boom. Se acabaron las noches. Boom, boom, boom. The night's over. Get up. Let's go. You gotta go. And that, like in my opinion, that's probably the worst way to wake up. And I think the worst way to end your day in a Spanish house is coming home and you ask something like, "What's for dinner?" And your mom be like, "Oh, tonight y'all eating comida de Latina." Because man, that just mean I'm not cooking shit. You better go in the can, go get yourself a can of Chef Boyardee or something because ain't nobody cooking tonight. But nah, I love my mom. I'm here. I still live with her. I'm kind of in a weird spot because I'm old enough to move out, but like I don't feel like I have to yet. The only person who has a problem with that is my little brother. And I swear, I was away at college probably last semester, and he sold my mattress, and I think that's probably a dead giveaway that he doesn't want me here anymore. He kind of like, it's time for you to get the hell out. But I mean, I bet you if you ask that little girl from middle school, she'll probably say he sold my mattress and my floss. So, her. But I mean, now's a good time to get out. I got a girlfriend. She's real emotional, man. She feels everything except sorry though. But one thing she doesn't like about me, like I watch a whole lot of porn, and I'll be honest with you guys. While most of you guys are performing, I had something playing in the background. That's why the mic was cut. But I don't never watch on my laptop. It's always straight off the phone. You know, it's already paranoid enough. You can't on the phone. You already got to do the private browsers. You know, cover the front cameras. It's so much going into it. It's not even enjoyable. Like everybody's scared of the hackers and the FBI men that be looking on your phone. It's just too much at this point. But you know, so I figured instead of watching it, I got a girlfriend. I might as well ask her, you know, what she think about making one. But you know, so I asked her, and I immediately I could tell that she doesn't. This isn't her first time. Like she's done this before. And you should have seen the way she switched. She switched like this, like she turned into like Steven Spielberg or something like that. Like she was a natural. She came in. She's like, "All right, we set the camera up right there. Now we get the best angle on the bed. We move the bed off the wall, just a little bit right there, and boom, fits perfectly. It fits right there in the frame. That's nice. Here you go. I got you a script all written up. Just practice your lines a little bit. I got a list of positions right here for you. I mean, I left a little bit of room to improvise, but don't go too crazy because, you know, we're trying to make this look good." And then the last rule she had, she turned to me like, "And please don't come so fast. We're trying to make a sex tape, not a TikTok." But my name's Juan, and that's all I got for you guys.
TikToks over here. Give it up for Juan Lopez.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, so funny. All right. I am super excited to bring this young lady up. And without further ado, now please don't. I'm only going to say your first name because I do not like to butcher people's names. And for some reason, I did not ask you prior to this. So please, everybody, start clapping for Ritu.
All right.
Woo-hoo. Let's make America ordinary again.
Yo.
All right. Well, hello, American citizens. Hello, American citizens. How are you guys doing?
Awesome.
All right.
Great. I'm going to be a citizen soon. I'm on all the dating apps. I do comedy as a side hustle. Being a comedian has made me realize I want to give up on being a vegetarian. Attention-seeking skills should not be in one person, right? I've been doing a lot of Zoom comedy. I've actually been killing on Zoom shows. I just pretend everyone is on mute. I've been in the US for 4 years. Why did no one ever tell me America runs on Dunkin'? This COVID isolated life has made me scared of death. I don't want to die. I'm worried if I die, who will take care of my Instagram account? A little bit about me. I was divorced a few years ago. I think divorces are emotionally and financially hard, but I think it gets worse when you have a joint email account, you know, like Ron and Pemmy forever at gmail.com. I'm sorry, at AOL.com. I'm sorry. You know, after divorce, I had a lot of free time, so I joined a book club. But I don't know why I joined a book club. I don't even like wine. Whenever I do these divorce jokes, my mom is like, Ritu, stop doing divorce jokes and like think of second marriage. I'm like, Mom, I'm not ready yet. I still have some money left from my last husband. While I'm back in the dating world, I am gonna aim higher this time. Diversify the portfolio of dicks. Basically, whoever I can trap. Dating in America is like eating rice with chopsticks. Very few people get it right. I went on a date last week and this guy was like, hey, I like you. Do you want to come over, watch Netflix and chill? I was like, I don't do Netflix and chill dates. I know what American men want. But if you have Amazon Prime, I'm up for casual sex. I'm new to American dating. I think a lot about my sexual fantasies. I have this wildest sexual fantasy to make love to an American man with no student loan debt.
Same.
That's going to be a fantasy for a while. All right. Well, you guys cannot see me, but I'm 5'1". So if I go on a date with a taller guy, you know, I wear heels. If I go on a date with a shorter guy, I wear flats. If I go on a date with a broke guy, I just don't show up. These are dating jokes, but in reality, I live in Nashville, Tennessee, and I'm dating a guy in Columbia, Tennessee. I never thought I'd have to cross 3 Cracker Barrels to find love. This Columbia guy and I have been going really good. I think he likes me, but I don't think he's serious about me. He hasn't asked me for anal yet. Ooh, American commitment, that's what it's called. All right. Talking about dating and sex, we don't have sex education back in India, but I still somehow know how to fake it.
Yes.
Yes. Well, who votes these jokes were good? Who votes these jokes were not good? Well, your votes naturally don't count. You're in America. So, all right, people, enough of these jokes. I am doing this. I am upgrading my God level, switching from Indian God to Jesus. Indian gods are Indian gods are overweight. You guys have a good-looking, hot Jesus God. And also because I love unlimited bread and wine. Just a suggestion, Indian bread goes well with that communion thing you guys do, garlic communion chip with wine. Well, I'm an immigrant, right? I'm an immigrant, so I have hard time making American friends. I think we're different. Like I don't have any food allergies. Like I prefer water without ice. The word ice scares the shit out of me. I don't like the way Indians are greeted in America. Like if I see an American, I'll be like, hey, how you doing? But if an American meets me, he's like, oh my God, I love Indian food. Don't do that to us. From next time, if I see an American, I'll be like, oh my God, US healthcare sucks. Lot of people talk about problems Indian women face, you know, like gender inequality, rape and all that. Nobody talks about real problems that we face. Body hair.
Yo.
This guy went on a date with, he said, you have beautiful hair. I said, wait till we explore each other's body. It's the same hair growth on the rest of the body. English is my second language, so I try to work on the language a lot. Tell me if the synonym I've gotten is right. Synonym of stalking your ex. My American friend said it was looking for closure. Is that right? I think you guys are loving the American jokes, so we'll keep those rolling. I think Americans are cool people, but you guys have some weird hobbies, like your obsession with recycling. America, recycling makes you look poor. Please stop doing that. Paying for running and calling it marathon. You guys know you can run for free, right? And then blessing people when they sneeze. Why this discrimination? Why not bless people when they fart? Why not? And trust me, Indian farts need Jesus' blessings. A comic said, hey, keep a balance between Indian and American jokes so they don't feel like they're the target. But hey, we all know who the target is, Mexicans, right? Well, I can get away with that joke, people. That is called brown privilege.
Yes, that.
All right, I have a question for you guys. Is anyone looking to buy brown parents? I'm selling mine. My parents have a basic common love story. My mom loves my dad and my dad loves alcohol.
Slay though. Come on.
I was a big believer.
No.
There you are.
All right.
Yes.
Yes.
Woo!
Oh shit! I need to pay my bills.
We lost right after.
All right. I just got it done. Okay, I'm back.
Yes.
Yes.
Welcome, welcome.
All right, that's called immigrant life. Oops. I'll end on this one. My dad is a big believer in karma. He said I got divorced because I made fun of someone's divorce. Well, I learned my lesson. I make fun of rich people now. I actually want to be rich. I like to be rich. I want to be rich so I can go gluten-free without any judgment. And you know what? I do not have a great closure. So this is it. Thank you so much.
Very good.
One of my students, another round of applause. Please give it up for them. Fantastic. And we have another special guest. So this is my first time meeting this young man, but he is, I'm watching him on Zoom. We connecting, we got soft sweaters on, we chilling, we already vibing. I'm loving him already. So y'all are gonna sit back and enjoy the comedy of Jay Ellis.
Yo, thank you. Hello. I am Jay Ellis, and I am so pumped to be here with y'all. I'm taking this as I'm the commencement speaker because I'm the special guest person. Y'all motherfuckers don't know me, but you have to clap anyway if you want to graduate because I'll stay up here all night before LaTice calls y'all the class of 201. That's your first cue to clap, everyone. Clap. All right, no. In actuality, though, I'm pumped to be here. And also, give it up for our fluffy sweaters. This actually is a fur, though. So take a look at this full-length, sexy fur that I brought for this special occasion. Because, you know, Black folks, we wear fur to nice occasions. But real talk, though, this fur is actually, it was my godmother's. She's not dead. Don't be all sad and shit yet. She mailed this. She mailed it to my mom this summer, specifically for me, so that nobody could fight over it when she do die. Come on now. I'm like, that's fucked up. This is 2020. You gave away your winter coat in the summer. Bitch, winter is coming. Don't you need this? Like, come on, girl. Oh, well, let the bitch die. I already got the coat. But what it is, I'm not gonna suck up to her now. Shit. She's not really my godmother though. She's like honorary. She's like my sort of godmother. I explained it. See, she's Jewish, and my mom didn't want me to go to hell. So, I just ended up with an almost godmother. But my mom also didn't want me to be gay. So either way, I'm just going to be like, Shabbat Shalom, Satan. Where's the glory hole up in this bitch? So anyway. But my mom's she's not anti-Semitic, though. She's not. I mean, come on. Her baby's godmama was almost a Jew. But she's just old school. She's old school as fuck. She's like Ruby Bridges and Anne Frank are in her yearbook old school, They up in there playing Hide the Lindbergh Baby old school,
Lindbergh Baby.
but no. She actually was the first black captain of the women's polio team. So, she is around. She's been around for a while. But it makes sense. My parents had me when they was pretty geriatric, and that's actually what they call it, a geriatric pregnancy. My mom was older. My dad was 57 when I was born. And yes, this was before Viagra. So clap for him. I don't know if that old man was just swinging or what, you know what I mean? I feel like he just had like one final skeet geyser erupt, all that petrified nut up out his clogged ancient cum aqueducts, just blasted my mom out. And here I am. Mom, I ain't gonna say her age because you don't reveal a woman's age, but I will let science clue you along. I recently learned that cisgendered women are born with approximately 2 million eggs. And by puberty, they already have like 300,000 left. So that means Mom Dukes was up in there serving y'all the senior special for breakfast with them eggs, honey. I mean, 2 scrambled eggs, 1 half-link sausage, dry toast, 2 large glasses of lactose-free powdered milk, honey. And my daddy, he got that early bird BOGO special. Because that day, baby, he bought the senior special, but 9 months later, he got the Rudy Tooty, fresh and fruity, right here for his ass, baby. No, but real talk, I am convinced that, if you're born to grandparents, you get, aging genetics passed down to you, I mean, like for real though, actually born to grandparents, not like crack baby adoption, No, I'm not talking about your mama can't set the pipe down, so you get babysat by Big Mama for 16 3/4 years nonstop, It's all right, baby. Trina's not really your older sister, but that ain't the kind of old grandparents, my parents I'm talking about. I'm talking about when I was born, I had to use an oil lamp and breadcrumbs, winding my way about that antiquated ass birth canal. We were afraid of mine accidents leaving up out of that shit. You know what I mean? That shit scares and scars a baby. It changes you. I was silent as hell, but breathing fast as fuck when I was born. They wasn't worried about me. They just knew that I had been through something, It made me like Benjamin Button, It makes you, when you're born, you feel old. You know what I mean? It is a different kind of vibe. I mean, shit, look at me right there. I'm just going to keep it real. Don't all that shit. That fake ass smile. I'm fucking senile and cold. 9 months old. Shit. I look like I caught a chill in vitro. Look at my skin. My mom's womb had a draft in it and shit. You know what I mean? Wrinkles, no hair, ass fucking looking like a white pumpkin. That shit's popular now too. Gourd ass head. Like a fucking winter fresh queernacopia. But it is what it is. I'm happy that I was born to them. It was a blessing. But black folks, I grew up in the church, very religious. They always say, oh, look at him, he's such an old soul. You know what old soul means to old black folks? Ugly fucking baby. No, for real though, I was legit born with arthritis. I'm not joking. Diagnosed at 4 years old. I've already had a motherfucking knee replacement. It's like my DNA had carbon decay at birth. Like, are you kidding? Like, it was half-life when I came out the womb. You know, my teacher would be in school asking us and shit like, what you want to be when you grow up? Like, grow up, bitch, I'm trying to grow down. Like, come on now. What I want to be is youthful, goddammit. Running around having frown lines on my face, looking all worried and shit. Like I had a bill to pay at an early age. Come on now. No, but seriously, it was a blessing. Like there was always like love and security in my home. I didn't have to worry about, you know, things and being like, feeling like I was like meant to be there, you know, because everything was fucking labeled like light bulbs, spoons, you know what I mean? Towels, because those motherfuckers was forgetting where shit was. I thought they were teaching me English. You know, y'all saw The Color Purple. I felt like Maggie Dada. My sister was teaching me how to read shit, but it was so we didn't lose our parents. But actually, though, you know, it was lots of love, and there was fucking always little bowls of candy around that fucking hot as hell, dark ass house, you know. But I'm not in a Big Lots furniture show right now. I'm actually being topical, you know. The shit around me is in my parents' house. Excuse the style decor. It's you know, our first family holiday without my pops. Don't be sad about that shit either. He was 1,000 years old. Shit, you know, everything happens. Shit, 2010 almost got his ass. He caught the express train out of 2020, baby. He wasn't playing with that shit. But it's been tough for my mom, and I wanted to be here with her to remind her that no matter what, Pops is always here with us, super close, and watching down on us, right there from the mantle. Anyway, thank y'all so much. Congratulations to the class of 2020, you know, 201, all the 20s. And make sure you sign your kids up for my improv class because I'm the kind of adult they should be learning from. Thank you. Have a great night.
That's Jay. Give it up for Jay Ellis. Hell yeah. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I think we have Nazeer is going to do another song, right?
Yeah, I'm doing like 2 more songs.
More songs.
Woo!
Yeah.
Vibing.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
What's up? Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. 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 White girls love brunch, mimosas and a few blunts, cocaine and avocado, eating Xannies with the waffle. Yeah. White girls love brunch, mimosas and a few blunts, cocaine and avocado, eating Xannies with the waffles. Girl, if you want it, I got it. I keep you high like a pilot. Girl, swear you done changed. Ain't been the same since college. All you wanna do is fight and dance. Your life is one big mosh pit. Girl, do you hear me talking? Girl, this is your conscience. You was raised on an era, but you grown now, so girl, now you got options. You can store cocaine by the mountain. You can drink vodka by the fountain. Smoke weed plants as tall as trees. Take an acid trip to the islands. Big artsy chicken, so stylish. Something like Frida Kahlo, if she loved to snort coke off my dick. Damn girl, Molly make you a dancer. Girl, you feel like a bitch from Atlanta. Sex in the City is such a Miranda. Girl, you more like the cast of girls. Marnie, Justice O'Shana and Handa. Does the cool fuck their propaganda. Take this pill, we'll give you the answers. Yeah. White girls love brunch, mimosas and a few blunts, cocaine and avocado, eating Xannies with the waffle. Yeah. White girls love brunch, mimosas and a few blunts, cocaine and avocado, eating Xannies with the waffles. Fresh shrooms from the Garden of Eden. Goddamn girl, why you tweaking? Goddamn girl, what you seeing? Don't worry girl, those just your demons. Open wide, could've just some semen. While I lie, girl, please believe me. You getting high like every evening, smoking on that Hoover stain. What's the reason? You say your life is so stressful. Fans make you feel stressful. Since your parents divorced, you feel they both neglect you. Mama always drunk and daddy, well, he do not text you. No, he do not call, never send letters that do address you. So you get drunk and you cry about it. Pop some pills and now you violent. Feeling groovy, blessed to Phil Collins. Make you feel like you back in college. Send a tweet to your alma mater. Hashtag why I gotta take all my dollars. Take a couple lines up the nostrils. White girl, now white girl, Ronda Rousey. Yeah. White girls love brunch. Mimosas and a few blunts. Cocaine and avocado. Eating Xannies with the waffle. Yeah. White girls love brunch. Mimosas and a few blunts. Cocaine and avocado. Eating Xannies with the waffle. White girls love brunch. White girls love brunch. Woo! Thank you. That was brunch.
Yeah.
Ow!
Good brunch.
That song it's called Full House, and I dedicate it to Bob Saget. Damn, baby girl, you working with a full house. Don't hide those twins, this ain't full house. Stop bluffing, baby, let me see that full house. Leave my kids on the bed, that's a full house. Full house, full house. Yeah, baby girl, you working with a full house. Full house, full house. So I ain't gonna pull out. I'm daddy, so get ready for Bob Saget. Your magician work magic on the craftmatic. I'm an ass addict, look back at it. That thing take my breath away, asthmatic. Whoa, mama, have mercy, don't hurt me. Uncle Jesse, but black fat in his 30s. Got your girl posing for the camera. You call her Stephanie, I call her Heffany. Tanner, and the beaver like I'm Joey. Walk, 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 selling macaroni. Yeah, in the beaver like I'm Joey. Walk, 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 selling macaroni. Yeah, baby girl, you working with a full house. Don't hide those twins, this ain't full house. Stop bluffing, baby, let me see my full house. Leave my kids on the bed, that's a full house. Full house, full house. Yeah, baby girl, you working with a full house. Full house, full house. So I ain't gonna pull out Mary, Kate, and Ashley. Just not enough ass for me. Loud studio will not clap the cheeks. Let's throw the ass, keep that thing for weeks. Pay for the pussy, but I keep receipts. Murder that thing. Nalise, she turned the PD Pablo free. Elite, round out when I'm between the sheets. Family from Georgia, so I eat. The people won't tell nobody I can be the street, yeah. So girl, don't run your mouth. Talk slick like Dibbler, I kick you out. Don't cry, girl, no need to pout. If you got your feelings, you better cut it out. Cut it out, cut it out. If you got your feelings, you better cut it out.
Ow! All right. Ow, ow!
Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yes.
So one more time for that. Yeah.
Full house.
Still in there.
Leave my kids on your couch. Yes.
Right. I thought I heard my name in there. It was a lot of rhyming to
Full
it.
house, don't hide those full house. Stop bluffing, baby. Let me see that full house. Leave my kids on the bed. That's a full house. Full house, full house. Yeah, baby girl, you working with a full house. Full house, full house. So I ain't gonna pull out.
Right.
All
All
right.
right.
It was a pleasure to be on my first Zoom show. Thank you.
Woo! Yes, Nazeer.
There you go.
Yes. All right, give it up. Give it up for everybody you saw tonight.
Woo!
Absolutely amazing show. Thank y'all so much for coming to check out the 201 stand-up class. They did their thing. Great job, everyone. I knew it was going to be a success, and I'm so happy for each and every one of you. So real quick, this is almost the end of the show. I'm gonna do a little something that they call stand-up comedy, even though I'm sitting down right now. So close this out a little bit, not too long either, because unfortunately I got to get to my second job, which is I had to do that, when everything shut down, when comedy stopped, I had to, what am I going to do? I know, I'll go work at Amazon, the largest company in the world. And I just need to tell y'all need to stop buying shit, okay? It's ridiculous. I didn't even know half of this stuff existed until I worked at Amazon. I don't even understand what we need with it, why it's on the planet, but it's here, and people keep buying shit, and I'm just like, can y'all stop? But you gotta hand it to Jeff Bezos. You really do. I applaud him every night when I go into work. I applaud him because the billionaire, he's figured out the secret, how to take one box and put it in an absolutely brand new box. Y'all keep buying this shit. Oh my gosh, it is hard work though. It's hard work, and I'm a hard worker. I'm not afraid to, get my nails dirty every once in a while. It's hard work. And when I first started there, I was literally packing the items. So the boxes that you would land on your doorstep, I packed those items for you. That was me. If and only if the smile on the box was the right side up. If it wasn't, that wasn't me. But yeah, so now I transferred more recently, and I'm with what they call in the outbound pick department. So that's actually me going through the racks and racks and racks in the warehouse, grabbing the items and taking them to the pack line. But here's the plus on this. I get to ride one of those OP machines. They call it a pit machine. So I get to drive and grab your items at the same time. So I realized I get to play a giant scavenger hunt game every night. That's why it's fun. Trying to find the shit that y'all want to buy. I don't even understand it. I don't even know if y'all knew this existed. Did y'all know you can buy a boot rack that actually stands your boots up as if your legs were still in them? Right. I didn't think anybody else knew what the fuck that was and that it existed, because it does. And I was like, so here's the problem working at Amazon. Then you see all the shit that now all of a sudden you need this. Oh, I need this rice cooker. I wasn't thinking about cooking rice 5 minutes ago, but now I need a rice cooker. Oh, there's so many gadgets, so many things. I just didn't realize it was possible. But let me tell you, the warehouse that I work in is probably over 50 football fields long. Just imagine a building that size. And when you walk in, there's just shelves and racks of just stuff everywhere. It's in order. All the aisles are numbered. I got to get that shit right. And there's little red machines just zipping around. That's how big it is. We have to have machines that take us to the items to bring to get packed. You feel me? That's big. I'm still in awe every time I walk in. Like, I've never been there before. I'm still looking around like, oh shit, I work here? Okay. It's really amazing though. So with, COVID and everything, of course, they've been cracking down, and I like it because I don't really have a lot of people around me, which is why we've been able to probably continue to do this warehouse thing. But that's not what I want to do with my life, y'all. I need this vaccine to hit so that comedy can come back full speed and I can get back to some normalcy, because I don't like working a regular fucking job. All right. I'm over it. I'm over it. I started working when I was 15. My first job was at McDonald's, y'all. And I took pride in that job. You know how much I was making at that job when I first started? And this is going to show my age a little bit. I was making $3.35 an hour.
Whoa.
Right. I was a sophomore in high school, yo. And I was proud of that check every 2 weeks. Like, look at this. Look at this $100. Oh man, those were the days. I was back, I worked at McDonald's when they still had the plastic, the styrofoam containers that when you could smush it, kind of, that was killing all the environment and drowning the fish in the ocean. That's when I worked at McDonald's. Speaking of ocean, I don't do segues either, by the way.
Speaking of,
I'm a mom. I love that, Jay. I love you were talking about your parents because it just like I'm a mom as well, and I have 3 kids, and my kids, their ages always trips people out. I have a 28-year-old, I have a 14-year-old, and the baby is 5. Right?
Yes.
Right. So, and what's funny is like I remember how the first 2 got here. I just remember how the last one got in. That's the problem. Because before he popped up, I was that person that always said my factory is closed, it's shut down, ain't nothing else coming here. Like, you know, the foreclosed sign was on the door, you know what I'm saying? The reinforced steel gate was around that. You know, I had a combination lock, right? Trump built the wall around my uterus. Under that wall, yo. And let me tell you, this 5-year-old is running the house, y'all. Antonio is a cross. I like to describe him as a cross between Chucky from Child's Play and a gremlin. Why we don't feed him past midnight. He hasn't had a bath in 6 months. Okay. Can't get him wet. Can't get him wet. I do. I love being a mom. Parenting is challenging. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. It's crazy because like you know what it is? It's like he's so bad, y'all. He's just so bad. But the catch is he's so cute, right? Can't kill the cute babies. Don't kill the cute ones. Can't kill the cute ones. And you know, he's looking up at me with his big brown eyes, and he's like, "Oh, mommy, I love you." I was like, "Oh, you're so lucky, you cute. Go sit over there with your father. I don't like him either." I love being a mom. As you already know, I like being a wife occasionally. So, the whole marriage thing, it's crazy because like I said, 17 years, and I think I realized like 5 years, 5 years ago that I was like, damn, like I feel like I stayed 12 years too long. Does that make sense? You ever be in the middle of doing something like, why am I actually still doing this shit, right? Like, why am I so committed to this cause, right? Like I was trying to save the whales, right? It's like, but when you look, the whales are still here, right? And I'm still married.
Yes.
What I'm saying is something's got to die. It's not going to be the whales. All right, so you guys are so much fun. This is definitely keeping my comedy juices flowing in a good way, because we all miss it for sure. And I have to take my hats off. Well, I only have one hat. My hat off to to Christine and Sam and the crew. Tanya for producing the show. She stepped in, jumped in, and took off. You're amazing. And everybody was amazing. So thank y'all again. That concludes my rant for the evening. I hope y'all had a good time. I'm gonna turn this back over to Tanya real quick, and she's gonna close this out. Thank y'all so much.
Woo! Yes.
Did y'all have fun? Did everybody have a good time tonight? Good time tonight, right? I just want you to know that we love all y'all. We appreciate you for being here tonight. Give it up one more time for LaTice and her amazing 201 students. Y'all killed it. I mean, you had an amazing teacher, so what do you expect? Anybody out there, if you're interested in taking classes, if you're like, you know what, I'm funny, I can do that too. Go to offmiccomedyschool.com, check out the classes. If you want to just get a little taste of something, take workshops. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on starting in January. Stand up, improv. You need somebody to watch the kids for you. Jay Ellis is teaching improv.
Exactly.
Lamar
And
Todd.
on topic, we're gonna even rap a little bit in this improv class. So if you like the music you heard, even, or if you're breathing and have blood in your body.
Yes. So check out the website. Follow all of these comedians. I put all of their socials in the chat. So hurry up. It's going to go away if you didn't already screenshot or copy it. Once again, thank you, Christine, Sam, Paulie, for everything that you did for me so that I'm able to co-produce this show. I had an awesome time with everybody.
You crushed it, Tanya. You crushed it.
Tanya!
Woo! Yeah.
Woo, Tanya!
Yeah, okay, go ahead. Y'all getting me too hyped. Stop. All right, I'm gonna shut it down, and then everybody's gonna be out of here. Go back to your family. Talk up the school. Tell everybody what a good time you had, and I hope to see you all again soon.
Yes, great job, y'all.
Nice.
Peace.